In this video guys, I want to show you how to pass all 10 floors in Extreme Challenge, how I pass them without high attack less than 150,000. Of course, I was not using common equipments, but not all my equipments were Astral Forge. For 9 of 10 floors I used this build which worked well, only for the last floor I changed one of my equipments. My America is 5 stars, unfortunately not 5 red yet. Here you can see what skills I used with it and I found them effective for Card Extreme Challenge. But it does mean that you cannot change anything. If it works, then use it. Okay guys, let's go one by one, floor by floor. I decided to show you how I pass them all without cuts. Maybe some you would like to see how I pass them all, or maybe some you will have problems with the floor, which for most players is easy. So if you do not want to watch, for example, floor 1, floor 6 and you want to watch floor 8, just skip and watch wanted floor. For the first floor, as for all floors, I was choosing the same weapon skills, this two are with Sunfire Palm. I was changing only supply skills except Power Bullet. And as I remember, I was not changing Energy Cube, or maybe I did for some floors. Let's watch, let's check it. As I remember, I didn't. As you can see, the boss shoot Poison Pulse. If you have problems with it, you can choose Ruin Suit instead of, for example, Exobracer or Energy Cube. With the Eternal build, I would choose Fuel and would keep a distance from this boss. It was easy one, and the next one we have Ocean Lord. As I told you, same weapon skills. I must admit that boss is really easy. When he jumps you can stay not far away from him. As for me, if you have any problems with it, fuel is not needed. I can normally keep a short distance from him and all my projectiles are hitting him. Be careful, when he speed ups he can hit you. For the Walker build, especially with super high stats, the floor is very easy guys. Against this boss, I decided to go with Fuel, to choose Fuel because it's better to keep a good distance. You will have a lot of projectiles on a battlefield. With low stats, it will not be easy to dodge them all. As you can see, it's what I was talking about. We have many projectiles which is not easy to dodge. From skills, Fuel is definitely recommended. If it's hard for you to survive, choose Ruin Suit. Power Bullet is always recommended. This floor can be the first dead point for some players. I hope all of you have Penta and high quality gears. In this floor we'll have lasers, but the boss will be easier to kill. For those who will have problems with it, choose Ruin Suit with Fuel. Whenever you'll have a chance, move down and stay below the boss. Also keep some biofuel on the battlefield, and when you'll be choosing skills, you'll be immune to any damage for around a second. It may help you to dodge some missiles or laser or the boss. In this floor the boss is easier to kill, but it's harder to survive. The next boss, as for me, is easier to kill and it's easier to survive. Only thing I can recommend you here is to choose Fuel, so you will be able to keep a great distance and keep hitting him. As I told you, the boss is easier than a previous one. In the next floor, we have kinda similar boss as at floor 4, but instead of lasers now we have poison pools. Boss is super easy, not tanky, just try to stay below him and avoid poison. So guys, we are closer to the final boss. Now we will have floor 7. Again we have lasers, against which it's better to choose Ruin Suit with Fuel. The boss is kinda tanky, so if you don't have enough attack to beat him, instead of Ruin Suit you can go with Energy Cube. Fuel is better to keep. As you can see, the boss is not easy to kill unless you have high attack, I mean 200,000. With slow attack, it can take you a few tries. Another floor is beaten, let's go to the next one. Floor 8 guys, I bet that many of you will have troubles to beat it because you need a good attack, plus it's hard to survive here. From skills, I recommend you Fitness Guide with Ruin Suit, but if your attack will not be enough to kill this boss, instead of Fitness Guide, choose Fuel or Energy Cube. Fuel is more effective because we also have lasers here, so you can hit the boss on a great distance. Energy Cube is only needed when you can keep a close distance to a boss. If you cannot, then it will be less effective. What skills will work better for you depends on your attack and your gear's quality. I had enough attack to be able to beat the boss with Fitness Guide and Ruin Suit. Anyway, it was not easy. By the way guys, also do not forget about the trick with buy fuel. If you choose a skill you're immune to damage for around a second, it may help you to dodge some bullets. As you could see guys, even for me the boss was not easy. Let's go to the next hard boss. In case with this boss, it's better to have Ruin Suit because we have a lot of projectiles. At the second skill, I recommend you Fuel or Energy Cube. I personally prefer Energy Cube because when you're in death mode, you will do higher damage, while with Fuel you need to survive longer. Again, do not forget about the trick with buy fuel. Beside it, try to keep the boss further from Mecha so your Mecha will not die easily, and try to not enter the death mode till your stats will allow you. I mean, you have only 30 seconds to beat the boss. Now, it's time to add the last floor, for which I changed my glows on Eternal. We have crit damage reduction, and after several runs, I found out that Eternal glows works for me better, because of the debuff and 10,000 difference in attack. If you have similar situation guys, you can try Eternal as well. You could notice that I switched my Sunfire Pump skill at the beginning. I did it on purpose because when you switch back you get crit damage buff for 5 seconds. It may help you a lot if you're very close to kill the boss. With Void Wicket, it's good to choose Fortress because they will increase your damage. And of course choose Energy Cube with Power Bullet. In case with Eternal Suit, instead of Sport Shoes, it's better to choose Fuel. Or, if you're not using Void Wicked Rats, you're using for example Shoes of Confusion. In this floor, you'll need to survive as long as possible without entering Death Mode. Plus, you need to keep the boss as far as possible from America, because he can easily kill it. With lower attack guys, you need to survive longer. If you're using Void Wicker Emblem, it's better to survive with low attack. Yeah, in this case, Eternal Glows are worse, but if you don't have difference in attack. If you have the difference in attack as I, thanks to crit damage debuff, Eternal Glows will be slightly better. Anyway, you can use Void. A few times I was very close to beat the boss with Void Wicker handguards. But after several tries, I found that with the difference in attack, Eternal Glows is slightly better. What really helped me to pass this floor after rewatching this run, I didn't enter the death mode for quite long with low health. My America most of the time was alive. Thanks to it, and of course thanks to Void Wicker Emblem, I managed to pass floor 10. It took me many tries guys, a few hours, but with not super high attack, I made it. If you have lower attack, you still can pass this floor, but for this, you need to survive longer. I just wish you luck guys, and I hope it will take you less time. In comments, write how many floors you passed, subscribe my channel, and would be great if you will like this video, because it helps me to make a better content for you.